Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. There's some really exciting stuff happening that you need to know about. And we're going to talk about a sector in crypto that I am really bullish on. And I have been talking about it with our members in the member section of our Discord for some time. Matter of fact, recently a project that we, I guess we're an enabler for our community to get in at seed round for this particular project in this sector that I'm really bullish on, went up 93% or so, maybe a day ago. And look, I think this is very much the start. So we're going to dig into that. Super excited. You've got to watch until the end to find out everything that you need to know when it comes to cryptocurrency. So if you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here on CoinMarketCap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 1.90% at the time of recording. Now stands at $1.49 trillion. Really bullish right now. And look, I need to be quite clear. I do still expect a crash to happen, but not until the Fed looks to pivot. And when they pivot, I expect stocks and crypto and other sectors to plummet quite significantly. But look, I want to fill everybody with I guess a bit of optimism. Basically, I think this is going to be the last pullback before the bull run, and it could be really, really quick, and maybe like a flash crash type scenario, or strung out over a few days. But when we come out of that crash, I expect us to be going into the bull run. That's kind of my thoughts, my opinions on the market. Now, what I would say is we're at 1.49 trillion, I should say. And I'm expecting a $10 trillion market come the peak of the bull run. So we've got a long way to go. And look, I see others in the space talking about their portfolio has reached its all-time high from the previous bull market. And I'm in a very similar position. And look, there's lots of arguments at the moment between the bulls and the bears. There's lots of bulls gloating, talking about there's still people waiting for 12k Bitcoin. And to some extent I kind of get it. If you're not in the market, then you could potentially be missing out on gains. And I'm going to talk through one project that Nick and myself highlighted a long time ago now in the bear market. And this is why you need to hang around in bear markets. This is where all the opportunity lies. We've been talking about the health sector, biotech. These sectors are going to do really, really well. We've been talking about this for some time, but CZ, the former Binance CEO, has also highlighted biotech, and it's got a lot of FOMO going into it now. And look, if you want to be ahead of crypto, ahead of the trends, then you need to follow us here at Cheeky Crypto. Give us a follow, give us a subscribe, jump down in the Discord, because we've got a very, very strong track record of picking out, awesome projects that go on to do really, really well. And we talk about stuff before mainstream, right? And, if you're a member of ours, go check out the membership 7-day free trial in the description of the video. You'll get to basically see what it is Nick and myself are buying as we're buying it, giving you ample opportunity if you wish to. Obviously not financial advice, but if you wanted to get into some of these projects super early and know about them, you can see every move Nick and myself are making, our buys, our sells, and you can ask us questions in our AMAs that we do twice a week. The list goes on. There's loads of perks down there. But look, the point that I want to make is there's just so much opportunity in this space. Bitcoin is at 39,734.88, up 2.48% in the past 24 hours, but 6.55% in the last 7 days. And Ethereum is at 2,160.92, up 2.90% in the past 24 hours, and 5.65 in the last 7 days. It's a lot of green in the market. Now, I love seeing this, really, really bullish. But at the same time, just got this niggly feeling that there's a bull trap in here. I really don't like to see the bulls gloating, I guess, taking the mick out of some of the polar bears, I kind of want to say, in crypto, because in all honesty, like these bullish individuals or bullish channels were bullish in June when they thought that was the bottom. They were bullish in November when they thought it couldn't get any worse, that was the bottom. And they've been bullish this whole time, and they've been encouraging people to get into positions at the wrong times in this market, buying Bitcoin at like silly prices, 30k plus, when we were buying at 15,800 or so. So it's all well and good talking the talk, but you're not walking the walk yourselves. And I think you need to be mindful of this when you're watching various different crypto influencers. But let's get into the project that we highlighted some time ago in the bear market, the health sector. I've talked about it a few times now publicly, but in our member section I've talked about it a lot. I've said that I think the health sector is going to do really, really well, and 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗪 is a longevity app, again under the biotech health sector for me, and I think it's going to do really well. So it's kind of, I guess, a mix of AI, longevity, science, all mashed together, and for me this is a really solid project. I've seen it obviously skyrocket by 93% within 48 hours recently as well. We got into this super cheap prices because we did the seed round for 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗪. And what I would also like to say is I've talked about, and you can check this out on the channel, I've talked about 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗪's CEO and team and how hard working they are. We went to a few events this year, and one of the biggest takeaways for me was there were booths left empty. There were booths that were manned the entire event, and you're talking like 10 to 14 hour days for the event. The 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗪 CEO was there answering questions at the booth with the team. And what I would say is there was very few teams or CEOs that were at these booths that they had for their own projects as much as 𝗕𝗪𝗪. And hats off to the 𝗕𝗪𝗪 team. They've been working really, really hard. And I think, credit where credit's due. If you work really hard, you're giving me signs and signals that this project's going to be really good. You got the right work ethic and so on, and the same can't be said for many other projects. I also called out World Mobile as being another really positive I guess work ethic when it comes to what I witnessed. And I'm not going to talk about the bad projects, the projects that their booths were empty for the vast majority of the events. I'm only really going to talk about the positives, and 𝗕𝗪𝗪 was right up there, and I think this is one that people should definitely be going to take a look at. But anyway, I've spent a lot of time talking about 𝗕𝗪𝗪. It's up 16.71% in the last 7 days, and it's at 0.03212. This one is going under the radar, and you should research it. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Treat this purely for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I'm really happy I got into this one at seed round along with our community. Jump in the Discord. Don't miss out on these opportunities anymore. We got crypto markets uptick on Friday as the Fed Chair Jerome Powell strikes mixed tone on inflation in new speech. Now, look, I'm going to take what was said in this with a pinch of salt, because I'm hearing that there's potential for the Fed pivot to be sooner than the majority of people believe. Now, I don't know whether he's, kind of talked about that in any sort of real detail, but to be honest, I think you can't trust what is being said. I think that this is going to catch a lot of people off guard. I've kind of publicly for the last maybe 6 to 9 months said Q3 of 2024 Fed pivot crash bull run. Now, it's going to be interesting to see whether that still plays out or whether it's going to be earlier than that. And there is a risk that it's going to be earlier. I don't mind either or. I've kind of publicly said what my thoughts and opinions are and where we're heading. Moving on, we've got institutional appetite returns to crypto as market hits 18-month high. Now, what I want to kind of point out is there's lots of really positive headlines. And, this is really trying to, I guess, get more and more people involved in crypto. We're going to see one of the biggest bull runs in history, and it might not ever be eclipsed after this. I really do believe that there might just be pockets of projects after this bull run that you see decent gains in. Outside of that, I think that this is going to be the biggest and longest bull run that we've seen in crypto, but time will tell whether I'm right. But these headlines are really encouraging a lot more mainstream people to get into crypto. We've got FTX and Alameda Research transfer another $22 million worth of crypto assets. Again, are they looking to sell? Probably. Is it going to have a huge impact on the market? Probably not. But imagine once all of this sell pressure disappears from these collapsed platforms that have gone through bankruptcy, the market's going to be even more buoyant than it is now. Moving on, we've got basically, I won't bother getting rid of this ads. Tried to stop the ads from popping up. We got Bitcoin hits highest level since May 2022 to kick off December. So really positive for Bitcoin. Obviously, we talked about the price of Bitcoin today earlier in the video, but super stuff. We got the UK won't excuse ignorance in the I guess tax evasion, tax rules. I don't even know the terminology to use, but if you haven't been paying your tax, you can come up with all the excuses that you want here in the UK. They ain't going to give a shit. So make sure that you get your tax stuff all in place. You'd be surprised how much access they actually have when it comes to a lot of these exchanges. So they're going to know what you've been buying, how you've been buying it, when you've been buying it, when you've been selling it, and they will come for you. So look, they've published notices encouraging crypto users to voluntarily report unpaid taxes to avoid penalties. The government showed a survey showed 72% of crypto owners in the UK had not read this crypto tax guidance, but ignorance won't count as an excuse for crypto evasion, according to experts that have obviously talked with this media outlet. So you've been warned, right? Crypto stocks set the start of December on a high note as Bitcoin hits a near 19-month high. So look, one of the things that I've been talking with our members about is the actually exposure to stocks that have exposure to crypto is going to do really, really well. And look, it looks like that's playing out just as predicted. Look, that's all I've got for you today. I think there was some absolutely alpha content. I don't really like that word, but alpha content for you in this video that you won't be getting anywhere else. I want you to succeed in cryptocurrency. Come join us in the Discord, have more meaningful conversations with Nick, myself, our team, our community, and let's be successful together in crypto. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.